Welcome. We're going to work on creating a digital breakout, and I'm going to show you the basic steps in getting started, and then you can go from there in creating a digital breakout room that you are excited about. And so what you're going to do is go ahead and sign into Google, go to your Google Waffle, and click on Forms. Once you're in Forms, click on Blank. And then you can select your theme or your color that you'd like to use. Up at the top, type in digital breakout. And then go ahead and click up here where it says untitled form, and it will automatically give it the same title. Now, what I prefer is to give a little description about what we're going to be working on and then introduce the concept and say, have you heard or seen an escape room challenge? This is similar. An escape room is a timed experience where you have to solve problems to escape the room. This is a digital breakout experience where you'll also have to solve problems in order to escape the digital room. So with our very first little area here, we want to get rid of this because we don't want a question in our main first page. But we might want to write that description there. So we want to go ahead and add another room, a digital room, so to speak, and I want to come over here to add section. And then here where it says untitled section, I'm going to click and type in challenge 1. Then I'm going to select the plus to add a question. And right here, I'm going to start with my very first question. And you can put in anything you want here. You don't have to follow the same format. I created a word scramble in another program, saved it as a picture, and then imported the picture. You might do something different. Nothing says it has to be exactly the same. So let me show you what a question might look like, though, and how this would work. One of the questions that I had was, Australia's outback consists of what physical terrain? See pictures below and type the correct letter. Now, with that question in mind, let's come over here and we want to set this up so that we're going to insert pictures, and then we're going to set this up so that we can have the answers coordinate with our pictures. So we want it to be on short answer. If this is set on something else, you'll hit the drop down and select short answer. All right, then you're going to come down here to required and turn that on. And then to your 3 dots, click on those and choose response validation. Then you'll see over here, this is generally set on number. We want it to be set on text. It can say contains, leave that alone. And then right here is where your answer is going to go. And I'm going to have my answer be A. Custom error text is where you can type something like, keep trying, or still blocked, or please try again, or keep going. All right, now what I want to do is I want to add my pictures in. So I'm going to come over here to the right where it says add image, and I'm going to click on add image. And instead of pulling from a picture that I may have saved on my desktop, because if I created a picture or text to put in there, I would go to wherever that was saved. But in this case, I'm going to do a search for an image, and I'm going to search for Australia's outback. And I'm going to select one of these pictures and then click select. And it's going to go ahead and pop it down below. And this is where I want to say A for this picture. This is actually the remote and dry interior. Wow. There we go. Now for my next picture, I'm going to go back up here to add image, and then I'm going to type something else like perhaps Australia plains. And it's going to give me another picture. So maybe I want this one right here. And then I would just hit select. So we have everything set up so far for this question to work correctly. Let's just double check. Yep, short answer. It's going to be answer A. We might have several pictures underneath this, B, C, D. And once I'm done with that, I want to add another section for another room. So here we are down here in our next one, and this is going to be challenge. That was challenge 1. So the other thing I want to show you is if you have a number, you're going to treat it a little bit differently than the other question. So let's add a question again. And right here for question, I'm just going to put the number sign in. With the example you participated in class, it asked you a population question that you looked up on the internet. Right now, this is set as multiple choice. And I just want to point out, if I came down here to my little 3 dots, you're not going to see the correct options. So that's going to give you an indication that there's something wrong, and it's this right here. You want to make sure that this says short answer. Come down to required, click on your dots, select response validation, and this time, instead of changing number to text, we want to leave it at number. And we want to adjust this to say equal to. And we want to put in our answer right here, which is a number. And then over here is our custom error text. If they get it wrong, this is what pops up. And I'm going to say, keep trying. You can do it. All right. So with that in mind, we would have our number question. They would put in a number, and if it's correct, it would take them to the next breakout room, which would be in the next section. So let's click on the next section or add section. And this would be challenge 3. And you could keep going. And this can get really, really fun. I've seen examples with hieroglyphics in it. I've seen examples with lots of different things from, pictures to word scrambles to all kinds of fun stuff. And here's what I like even more is the concept of kids doing this. So think of all the metacognitive activity that could go on when kids are thinking about their thinking. And I think with this, if a kid is sitting here putting this together and thinking, hey, someone else is going to solve this in here, how do I want to ask this? Or what do I want for them to answer about this topic that we covered? They're thinking about their thinking, and they can get very creative. I think it's a great opportunity to do some of that. So hopefully this will get you started. Let me know if you have any questions.